Jail deputies. Alright. So, let's see if I can remember what I was doing. Oh yeah, I just came into SRB. I'm looking.
We've had a situation in the field.
The Directorate should take the synth escapes more
Courser teams
seriously.
was ambushed by raiders. They survived, but suffered severe damage and can't relay back.
Damn it. It's not like we have numerous retrieval teams at our disposal. What does the current field team need to complete the mission? All right, send 2 coursers for the extraction. Tell them to proceed with caution. Those raiders might still be around.
If we do that, we'll be down to the minimum number of on-site units.
All right, retrieve them and prep another team. Tell them to be careful. I can't afford to lose any more coursers.
Alright, come in here and you get bombarded with all this stuff. And all the NPCs want to talk to you at the same time. That's why I'm kind of like staying away from people and, you know, NPCs until the dialogue stops. They really need to work on that.
You're here. Glad you made it.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
Hello.
Doctor?
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why don't you trust me?
Why? Don't you trust me?
Oh, it's nothing personal. I don't trust anyone. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Why would synths want to escape?
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping, that matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a 3rd-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
Why does it matter?
Why does it matter?
If there is some defect in courser combat programming, then it must be identified and corrected. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
If you're the acting head of the SRB, who are you filling in for?
If you're the acting head of the SRB, who are you filling in for?
Dr. Zimmer holds that position. He's supervising the retrieval of some of the more high-profile units. In his absence, I keep things running smoothly.
Justin?
Yes, what is it?
You stop breaking up conversation with me. I'm trying to talk to you. Okay, now be still. You mentioned that coursers undergo special training.
You mentioned that coursers undergo special training. Tell me more about it.
The SRB constantly monitors our Gen 3 synth population, looking for specific traits. Those who show tenacity, fearlessness, and independence undergo a rigorous training regimen. We teach them armed and unarmed combat, investigative techniques, psychology, and mechanical skills. Those who pass a final evaluation become coursers. The rest have their memories wiped and return to their former duties.
I didn't give you
Pardon me.
permission
Dr.
to
Ayo.
leave.
What do you want? And please, make it quick.
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its time on the surface. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
The very fact that they use the word escape when they talk about the synths leaving, they're imparting it with desire and want, because to escape takes
Report
will
anything suspicious to the SRB.
and desire. If it was just a robot that, you know, had some programming that was causing it to leave, or some error that was causing it to leave.
Dr. Orman's lecture on cold fusion was nothing short of a revelation.
Then escape would not be the correct word to use. So they're full of shit. They even, you know, they don't believe their own stuff. They know that they're escaping and they just want to bring him back. Terminal. SRB terminal. Yeah, I don't really want to read all that stuff. Not in the mood. Okay, so I have met this division head and I have to go meet the others.
Nothing to report, ma'am.
Nothing to report, man.
All systems nominal.
Advanced systems.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Oh, I'm sure you don't need that.
Hi, Doc.
Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets of design schematics and now I'm doing detailed mental comparisons.
Uh-huh. What kind of blueprints?
What kinds of blueprints?
Mostly components for a new plasma pistol concept I've been toying with. High energy weapons are sort of a hobby of mine. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I just wanted to say how much I admire Father, and that it's an honor to meet you. I really hope you'll stay here with us. Well, that was productive.
Yeah, I hope you don't mind. I'm just gonna take all this stuff.
Safety first.
Because I can.
Remember that.
Yes, yes, of course. Safety first. An area we're not allowed to go into. That makes me want to go into there. A terminal. Maybe this terminal will open that place up. Yeah, no, I don't see anything like that. Terminal.
In case anyone didn't mention it,
quiet time runs from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m.
All right. I look forward to when you're not going to be running your mouth. Ooh, holotape. Advanced systems notes.
This is day 8 of Trial 6. The last week has been very productive but exhausting. I think we'll need a break after this. Benet has done some really marvelous work with the personality mesh. It's almost too good. The responses map almost identically to expectations, some of the most lifelike I've seen. Of course, it's not really Sean. None of his memories are in there. That, even now, would be a step too far. It's starting to have an effect on the team, I think. I know I've been caught up in the moment once or twice. Just a second or two, forgetting that he's not a real boy. Still, I think we'll need to consider restricting him to the lab only for the moment. I'm well aware that others are put off by his presence. If I were slightly more arrogant, I might consider that a sign of success.
And I cannot use her terminal without angering her. Hello.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
What is it you're working on?
What is it you're working on?
Advanced systems, special projects. You've seen the boy, Synth, already. We've been hard at work on him for quite a while now. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Yay! A Courser chip? What's it do?
A Courser chip? What's it do?
The same thing it does for our coursers. Creates a link to the relay that allows them, and now you, to get in and out at will. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
Is everything okay, Dr. Lee?
Is everything okay, Dr. Lee? You seem pretty tense.
Yes, things are... It's fine. I'm sorry, I don't socialize much. I prefer to focus on my work.
Dr. Lee?
Tell me about the people in your division.
Tell me about the people in your division.
I'm not sure what there is to say. Dr. Watson is the Specialist Project's lead scientist. He's, how to put it, very organized and precise. Dr. Ormond is one of the youngest scientists in the Institute, and she's something of a prodigy when it comes to physics.
Dr. Lee?
I'd like a progress report.
I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't mind.
Taking your new appointment in stride, I see. Very well. We've shifted resources off of other projects, like the Child Synth, to focus on Phase 3. I'm hoping that the above-ground efforts are successful. I understand those depend heavily on you.
What is my new appointment? Did I miss something?
Yes?
Janet Thompson.
Excuse me. Not everything you've heard about the Institute is true. Give us a chance.
Child synth prototype may truly be the key to our future.
Hey there.
I wish I had more time to spend with Quentin, but I can't be in two places at once. We haven't been able to crack that one yet.
Have you seen my girls? I hope they're not getting into too much trouble.
No, who are your
Hey
girls?
there.
Yeah?
Alright. leave here and go see the other director. Alright. Says it is 43 meters away.
You had time to examine my latest reports on Batch 274?
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing. Young Wally must be close to 10 years old by now. It's remarkable that any child can survive for so long up there, don't you think?
I try not to think too much about it. We have more than enough to occupy ourselves here. Those people are the last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on the subject.
They're still people, and they're suffering. We can at least admit that it's regrettable. After all, how can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Well, that's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Yes, well... I suppose you're right. Director Holdren seems very taken with you.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Yes, yes, I'm sure that whatever you have to say is very interesting, but now simply isn't a good time.
All right. Working on something important?
Ooh, working on something important?
All of my work is important. Now, if you're quite finished, I'd very much like to get back to these mental equations. They're difficult enough without the distractions.
Equations for what?
Equations for what?
Honestly, you wouldn't understand them. Now, I'm afraid I must end this little chat, although it's been so very diverting.
Alright, you're a querulous old coot. So, growing lots of plants in here. That's good. You gotta eat down here. For sure.
Dr. Carlin, a retrieval team just sent back preliminary test results from
FEV lab.
Hacking this is beyond me.
They were designed to thrive in a heated environment, but we didn't expect these results.
Surely a result. I'd like it brought back to the lab so I can test the rate of cellular degeneration.
I'll let them know immediately.
This is the guy I need to talk
It's
to.
great to have you here.
Yeah, you wanna turn around and look at me?
So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
The gorillas are synths too.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike. The initiative is still in its early stages, but the prospects are very exciting. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
What is the purpose of having a synth gorilla? Would there even be a place for me here?
I'm an outsider. Would there even be a place for me here?
Even if science isn't your passion, there are plenty of ways to contribute. Our projects sometimes require an agent who can work on the surface to observe and gather information. From what I've heard, you are both fearless and resourceful. I think you'd be ideal for that kind of role. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Is there anything I can do to help out?
Is there anything I can do to help out?
I think Dr. Carlin was looking for help with one of his experiments. You should talk to him.
Everyone's excited about the new synth project.
Alright, so I completed that quest. It says talk to father. But I am going to go and explore this area. Alright. What do we have? Yeah. Oh. FEV lab. Alright, we'll come back to that. Let's check this other part out first. Bioscience terminal. Oh, lockers. Nothing in some bottle caps. Okay. So we have a locked door. Let's open this.
Got it.
Goodies. I like goodies. Trash can. Alright, now let's go to this, FEV lab. I need to get that stuff for Virgil. And I'm going to end this here. I hope you've enjoyed. Please give me a thumbs up, comment below, and don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.